Okay, hope this is gonna work. I've got my pal Napoleon Dynamite here. Let's see what he's gonna say for this particular video.
I told you I spent it with my uncle in Alaska hunting wolverines.
I guess he was in Alaska hunting wolverines with his uncle or whatever. So anyway, this video is going to be Goodwill bins, and it's going to be an FYE movie haul. And there's just a lot of stuff to go through, just absolute ton. I can't get through all of it, but I'll show you what I can. So one of the last things I picked up was this huge Coca-Cola sold here ice cold. It was probably like a Hobby Lobby type of thing, but you know that probably cost me a whopping $2 instead of 20 bucks. Hand painted of some kind, you know. It just says Coca-Cola wooden wall sign. Made in China, distributed by something, Dandy International Limited. Who knows? But anyway, that's cool to get that. I'll just hang that out in the barn or something like that. Everybody said, oh, you know that's a reproduction. I said, yeah, you know what? But I'm saving a lot of money. So that is really cool to have that. It's all made out of wood. So that's really pretty cool there. On the next thing I grabbed here, if I can get to it. Oh, yeah. I found, this is a funny story how the Goodwill bins works. So they brought out shoes in a different spot. Nobody's looking at them. So I said, well, it's my chance to look at shoes. Found a really cool looking shoe, and it's like, oh, shoot. Well, I'm just going to throw it in my cart because maybe the next one will come out somewhere. So I had it in my cart, and the very next row that came out, brought out a row. They brought out a bunch of shoes. Somebody was fiddling with a shoe that I had. I was seeing that, and it was like the match to my other shoe. I said, oh, I have the other shoe. So they nicely let me have the other shoe. These are Columbia Mono Trail. I think it's what it is, Columbia Mono Trail. Very clean on the inside. A little dirty on the outside, but nothing some, you know, alcohol and some other cleanings will do. So that's very cool. I got a pair of Columbia shoes. Hopefully they will fit well. Just a half a size too big, but we'll see. They look like maybe a little on the narrow side, so maybe they will fit me better. So I just had to grab those. The whole trip cost me around 16 bucks for everything. Somebody threw this back, and they throw a lot of Funko Pops back away, but they never throw them to my side. And here is Dr. Mindbender from G.I. Joe. That's really pretty cool. So I got Dr. Mindbender Pop. It says $10. That's what somebody wanted for it. But it's been opened. It probably looked at. The box is not particularly mint, but guess what? I probably paid no more than $1 for that. That's really cool. Nothing worse than shopping at the bins with a sore thumb because I poked mine with a staple yesterday. I was removing an old poster and then poked the staple stuck in my fingers. This is an old vinyl Hot Wheels toy case or something like that. It's like a little pop-up building there. It's not mint condition, but the graphics are really awesome. And it's from like 1968, 69, or 70. It's like a little speed shop there. Kind of broken there, but really kind of cool nonetheless there. And I just thought it was neat to have. And then you close it up like a little case there, and that's really pretty cool. And then there's the back of it. And it's copyright 1960. It says 68, I think, on here. So that's very cool and vintage. We're still going. We got lots more stuff here. This was spilled out all over the bins and persistence, and I got the whole entire thing. I saw this advertised on TV a while back ago. This is the Republican side of a chess set here. You got Donald Trump, Mike Pence. I think Kevin McCarthy is one of the elephants here. Trump's podium is kind of came loose here. That needs to be fixed. And then you've got George Bush somewhere in here, and it's just really kind of an interesting little chess set here. I've only got one side of it. The elephants there. So that's really pretty neat little deal there. And I grabbed that. Again, mind you, this is just over $16 for everything. But we're not even done yet. Not even close. And then I got this Hot Wheels here. I found this one here. It's Mattel Wheels. What does it say here? This is... I'm not sure which one this one is. It's kind of in a very tiny font there. But if you know that one, then there it is. Collector number 88. Then we got this one here. This one is Roll Patrol. Unfortunately, it's got a yellow bubble on there, unfortunately. Somebody wanted $5 a piece for those. I don't know what they were thinking, because they're not really worth $5. Maybe $2.50, but not $5. Here's another one with damaged corners that somebody wanted $5 for. Not really sure why, but in some sort of antique booth or something like that, they thought it was worth $5. Here's another one they wanted $4 for. Probably the best one here is Terry Labonte. 1996 edition Terry Labonte, so that's really pretty cool. Then we got a piece of track here, an old vintage Hot Wheels track there. I gave my friend the rest of it. There was a ton of it there. Some sort of little recycling bin. I don't know why I even grabbed that. We got seeds. I grab all the flower seeds because you throw them in the yard, and if they come up, fine. If they don't, well, they all only cost me about a penny a package. Some envelopes for my projects, for my autographing projects. So envelopes, we don't care about those. Nothing special there. We still got hardly any of the bag done. I got a slew of postcards here. I needed a bunch of generic postcards. These are all Winslow Homer postcards, so I got a whole bunch of those. And that will be perfect for that. Then I picked up the, let's see, we don't need that one there. We got a bunch of these connectors for the tracks because those are always very, very handy. Always very handy. More seeds. Tons and tons of flower seeds. In fact, I got a whole pile of them there. I just throw them in the yard. Hopefully there's no animals that will tear up the yard this year. And again, there's all the Winslow Homer postcards, and there is an envelope with 29 cents on it. So that's 29 cents I've saved in postage there. That's pretty cool. Then we got this here. We found card sleeves. 500 pack of Ultra Pro card sleeves. Isn't that neat? I mean, I said I didn't need those, but guess what? I do need them. I really do need them. So that is really pretty cool to have those. That's pretty cool. Saved me a bunch of money right there. Card supplies, another Winslow Homer postcard there. Sorry, not showing those off. 50% off reuse again and again. So Scotch recyclable strips. I needed some of those, so that is perfect. Another Hot Wheels, Three Kings car. I don't know why they call it a car. It's a motorcycle, but anyway, Three Kings car, Hot Wheels. This is one in a series of set of 2. That's kind of neat. Really pretty neat. Unfortunately, the corners are squished, but I don't care. That's pretty neat. Found these, and I don't usually buy food at the bins, but chocolate peppermint flavored candy. I just saw these at the Dollar Tree. These actually expire next year, so they're all mint and still good. I threw them in there, and I got 2 of those, and boy, I needed one of those for pick-me-up because I was at the bins for 4 hours or something ridiculous, from 8 to 12. Insane. Then I found an Undertaker figurine. That's actually cool. And we got some more seeds. I would have liked to find the rest of this. This is the Dead Milkman cassette. That would have been cool to find that, but I just found the cover to it. So there is the Dead Milkman. Maybe I'll come across the cassette one of these days. Some more. Here's a pin. What else do we have down here? Some eye hooks. These are perfect for making all kinds of stuff here. These little dinky little eye hooks. That's perfect for making like Christmas ornaments. So you just take any kind of toy or little piece of something and it's an instant Christmas ornament. Here's a pin that was originally $2 at some point. I don't know what this is. It's some man holding some dice. Some guy holding some dice that kind of jiggles around there like he's about ready to throw the dice. That's really cool. Now let's get into the movies here. I was looking for a MacGyver DVD, and I did not find it, unfortunately. That's too bad. I couldn't find that. So let's just get into the DVDs here. Let's see if I can find them here. I just made a pile of everything. And it looks like I don't have the DVDs here. Why is that? Okay, well, I'll be back with the DVDs in just a second. Alright, we're back with the DVDs, and before that, I want to show you the largest thing that I pick up in the bins, and this was battery operated, so they charge cheaper for electrical stuff, and this is a Hot Wheels two-way supercharger by Mattel. All the decals were there. Absolutely insane. Look at that. That's from the early 60s, the early 70s or the late 60s. Very, very cool. And my friend was super jealous of it. He already has it. He said, wow, you should get that because the stickers are there. Some of them have slipped a little bit, and they do kind of turn brown after a while there, but that's the only thing that I grabbed. That was really pretty neat. And again, the Hot Wheels accessories are being thrown all over the place. Nobody wanted any of it. Something sounds a little loose inside there. Hopefully it's not a broken gear or something, but still, it's just kind of a cool building there. Now let's get into the DVDs. So we got 5 of them. Like I said, I was looking for a MacGyver DVD, and I couldn't find it. They just had the new MacGyver, which I'm not really particularly looking for. But anyway, I will figure that out pretty soon. So I went to the bargain section. They have some that are kind of hidden underneath a table, underneath a display, and I picked some of those. And then I found some on the old display. The movies do not move. So if anybody knows anything about used movies or DVDs, you don't really want to pay more than $1 for them if you have to. FYE has stopped buying movies. They might trade, but they don't give you any cash for those anymore. So they're not looking because everybody's dumping all their media. If I went to the Goodwill bins, it's $2.29 per disc. And then they did mark a bunch of season sets down to $2, which is usually pretty good, but nothing I really wanted. It's usually Friends, or Seinfeld or something very, very common. And then I did find a MacGyver disc there, but unfortunately it was only one disc and it was all by itself, and I was really disappointed because that's exactly what I was looking for. Just what are the odds? So we'll get into it. The first thing I found was Legendary with Patricia Clarkson, John Cena, and Danny Glover. So I figured that would be cool on DVD for $1. I know it says $2, but they ring up as 1. So that's really pretty cool. The next thing we found was Dawson's Creek. The series finale. So there's a exclusive, never before seen extended cut of the Dawson's Creek finale. So that's kind of weird. I haven't seen that in many, many years. Then we picked up this bizarre thing. This is called Arthur's Quest. I have no idea. DVD, what does it say here? No idea, but it looks very, very cheesy. Arthur's Quest. And then there's some sort of rip-off, wizard on the back there. It's like, look at me, I'm not a good actor. I have no idea. It just looks very, very cheesy from the early 2000s or the late 90s. No idea. No clue on what that even is. So there's that one there. Two more here, because I only bought 5. Because I usually limit myself at 5. One of them has a slippery disc here. Says it's delightful. One of the year's best reviewed films, I don't know, but it says Moscow and Belgium. No idea what that is. It's some sort of romantic comedy. I have no idea. Maybe somebody's from Belgium and somebody's from Moscow. I have no idea. Jurgen Delnart or Delaney and Barbara Sarafian. That's what that is. So interesting. Don't know. Probably some middle-aged people that are just, whatever. And last but not least, Those Glory Days, These Girls Are All Guts. No idea. From the producer of Chariots of Fire, so that kind of had me intrigued there. I think this might be a loose disc. Looks like kind of an older type film here. And there's the back of it here. I don't know when this was PG. When is this? Trinity. It just looks old. It looks like it's, 80s. So that's kind of interesting there. That's, again, all $1 a piece for those films. Can't beat that. Well, yes, you can, but in this area, you can't really beat that. And again, all of those films have been there. They were a month ago there. They were 2 months ago there. And they were still there when I went there at FYE. Nobody grabs $1 movies. Somebody was there replacing their DVD collection. And again, I wanted to look for something super common, and they didn't have it. So that is what I have for you. A long video today, and hope you got some good ideas. Comment on whatever you want to, and thank you for watching.